Hello, so today we're going to jump in. I'm going to show you guys where I got all of these containers. These first ones that I'm showing you, I actually got from Bed Bath & Beyond. Now, I'm telling you this because I want you to make better choices than I did. I didn't do a lot of research. All of these ones that I show you on this side are from Bed Bath & Beyond. I got these baskets, this clear divider, I got some of these bamboo trays. I really went in with no idea of what I wanted. Like, I had kind of looked on Pinterest, but not really planned it out. I got one of those risers for cans. I heard those were good, and this has like a non-slip on it, so thought that would be good. And we don't have a ton of cans, so I didn't think it would be a big deal to not have a bunch. Our pantry is also pretty small, so it's not like we can fit a bunch. This next thing is a Lazy Susan. What else are we doing pantry reorganization for? This is what I picked up as far as for spices, but I'm not in love with it. And then I got this riser just thinking I could use it. Now, the rest of this stuff is from Marshall's. You can find all of these cool containers and stuff. You're not always going to be able to find things that match, which is the hard bit, but I definitely wish I had gone there first. So I got those cereal containers, this egg holder. These containers are nice because they have like a airtight little seal thing, which is what I was kind of worried about with decanting a bunch of food. Is it going to go stale? Am I not going to use it once it's in there? But I like this, and I think that's me trying to show you that it's BPA free. So I just got 2 of those. One of them actually ended up having a crack in it. I wish I'd seen that, but I didn't. Those little containers are just from the dollar store. I popped in there hoping to find some things because I heard some people have had good luck, but I did not find very much. I just picked up these 2 little bins. And this container I thought was cool because it has the top, and then it has that kind of mesh basket on the inside. Here's me trying to fiddle with it. I think that has like an airtight thing as well. And I think it's meant to put like onions and stuff like that in it, so there's like a separate basket for all that like gross stuff to fall through. But I think I end up separating this and using it in 2 places because I didn't have onions. And then these are also from Marshall's, some more drawer organizers. I end up taking out that silicone just because it can be really like sticky and stuff can get on it. Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today I'm doing a little follow-up video. If you guys saw my apartment tour, I talked about this unfortunate pantry that has no organization going on. So today I'm going to go through, clear out all of the old stuff that might have gone bad because it got pushed back, and go through and organize this entire thing so it's accessible and easy to get to. I got most of my containers from Bed Bath & Beyond and also Marshall's. I highly recommend going to like Marshall's, Ross, Home Goods before you go to Bed Bath & Beyond, because there's some things that I saw afterwards that if I had seen them at Marshall's first, I wouldn't have got the Bed Bath & Beyond ones. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Here's an overview. We know where we started. We know what it can become. It is a very narrow and skinny pantry. And the snack section is honestly the worst because we keep cereal, popcorn, anything to go and eat is all shoved in there. The bread is all stuffed. And then this like spice / cans, anything that I actually use for cooking is in this little one. And it is a hot mess. There's me probably pointing. You can't even see the cans in the back. And then down there's just like miscellaneous random stuff, rice, paper, goods, and stuff like that. So we're just gonna do it one thing at a time. I'm removing everything from one section and then working on the storage in that section. This is everything that was in that cupboard. I don't know how it got like this. We've only been here for a few months, but with no organization, this is what it looks like. So let's figure out how to put all of this back neatly. It was definitely some trial and error in that process. I threw away like old stuff, was like sealing up bags that needed to be sealed, because that too, stale food is the worst. And then as far as taking things out of boxes, I did for some things, but not for others, like chips and stuff like that. We just alternate so often that it wouldn't make sense for me to put things in designated containers. I do it with the cereal. I kind of empty out. Here's me like washing the containers, trying to get all those stupid stickers off. I did it with the cereals because we don't alternate through them very often. We always have like Frosted Flakes and Cheerios, but for chips and snacky things, it didn't make sense for me to get containers for popcorn and stuff like that. So it really is up to you, and honestly, if we had a bigger space, I might have done that. It also made me realize how large these containers are, because how many boxes of cereal could fit in those? So many. And here's me taking out those stickers and then also the silicone under things, just because I ended up feeling like they would get really gross. I just didn't want to do that, and I decided to line up the popcorn at least like this, not the Smart Food popcorn, but the bagged popcorn and Pop-Tarts. So these are just really easy grab things. We have popcorn like every night, and Pop-Tarts are just kind of there. Had to find a solution for the sunflower seeds, and here's me kind of testing out. So discouraging because this platform didn't really fit with those containers, which is what I was hoping for, but it just didn't work out that way, so trial and error that. Once I did find something that fit this basket, I started just lining up our snacks and stuff that we eat just on the go, grabbing and whatever. We have some like nuts in here and stuff like that. It's just our overall snack thing because it's at eye level. And the next is going to be our baking, which is the top one that I actually don't use very often at all. Here is everything from that cupboard. I usually bake during the holidays. I make pies and stuff like that. Other than that, I don't use a lot of these baking things every single day. So top shelf makes sense. What doesn't make sense is me putting that riser in there when it's already the top shelf, but I end up changing it later, but you'll see me kind of fiddling back and forth. I'm just lining up my like baking ingredients, which kind of makes sense. When you're baking, I can just kind of pull the entire bin out and use it. And now we're moving on to bread. So, there it is. Always close your tortillas, folks. I don't know why I grabbed it from the back or why I didn't look. Here's the tortilla. I also kept breakfast things in the back of this cupboard, so there's like oatmeal and all my teas and stuff, so I kind of condensed those into a container, tried to fit on the top shelf, didn't really fit. And then here's me finding the right container for bread. Again, this was a lot of trial and error. I end up using the one that used to have the gray basket in it, and I make one that's kind of like everyday stuff, tortillas, bread. Yes, I put the tortillas back in the bag. And then the other one's more like buns and like random stuff. And now I have miscellaneous things that I don't know what to do with, but we'll find a home. And that's where we're at so far. Still a little wonky. Now the real behemoth. As you can see, not only did this have a spice bin, it had cans. All of our box food was in the back. All of like the cooking things were all in there, and I couldn't see anything. Every time I needed spices, I had to pull the entire thing out, making sure the Lazy Susan fits and the can organizer. And now here's me trying to organize the spices and realizing that this was probably not the best organizer that I could have gotten. I liked the fact that you can just like slide it out, but it's kind of flimsy. I don't know, it just like doesn't slide very smoothly. Maybe it's overpacked. Not my end-all be-all solution, but for now it is better than what I was doing before, and it slid right in there, so that was good. And then I did put the cans in the back, so they are still kind of in the back of a cupboard, but honestly we don't use cans very much. I don't use them all that much, so it's fine that they're back there now that I can at least see all of them on the tiers. And then I just proceeded to put all of our like cooking things, honey, oil, hot sauce, like whatever you put in a cupboard is what's on that Lazy Susan. And now it's just these last two random cupboards that don't have nearly that much stuff in it. And so now this is where I'm putting all of our dry food, our rice, pasta, me condensing. My husband's gonna be really upset about that it's me condensing whole wheat and regular penne pasta. He'll never know. He's gonna know. And then random stuff like panko and I don't even know, rice, croutons. So as we got to the end, I was left with these like bamboo containers. I don't know why I didn't just get more clear acrylic. These are technically drawer organizers, so the shapes are a little weird. They're kind of shallow. So I did have a hard time getting things to fit, and I thought I did it, but I don't know. I think I ended up switching it up a couple different times. Oh, there's me finally taking the riser off the top. That doesn't fit. What did you expect to happen? It's like a basic skill of being able to eyeball things that I don't have. So I redid that, got the snacks going at the bottom, and then just filled in any random things that I had left on the counter, weird snacks and stuff that I'm like, okay, this needs a home. And then breaking down the cardboard. Oh, eggs. This isn't part of pantry organization, but I was really happy about the egg container. And this as well, it's kind of an extension of the pantry. I, for some reason, didn't put flour in the biggest container when I first did this when we moved in. So now I had to go through, shift everything over, and then wash each container, and then put the new thing in there. So that took a bit of time. It looks fast here in the sped up version, but it did take a while. I had Vampire Diaries. And this is the counter now. It makes more sense. And this is the final pantry. No, it does not look like the Pinterest pantry of my dreams. However, it's very clean, it's organized, I know where things are. Yes, the cans are still a little inaccessible, but honestly, this is such a narrow pantry that I think with the space I had, I did pretty well. I could have done better if I spent more time looking for the actual organizers, but you live in it, you learn. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. I want to see your pantries. I'm sure yours are way better. Alright guys, and that is the end of today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any questions about where things are from or where to find certain things, please leave in the comments down below. I'll be down there answering any questions you have. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.